So here we go, this is another family tree question, just so that I think the more that you do and watch, we're going to try and stick a link on these videos over to the Moodle site, where there will be copies of these that you can download, or of course you can just practice there are sex link crosses on the Moodle questions that are there already. But if you want to work through the same ones that I'm working through, they'll be on there. Be patient. So, this one's about rare hereditary form of rickets, but it starts off differently. Doctors in some clinics claim they can separate individual sperm cells. No, I'm not even going to go there this time. So that the sex of a child can be predetermined. Explain the genetic principles. So we're not going to talk about actually how they do it, it's just the genetic principles which enable sex to be predetermined. So all we're going to talk about is X and Y chromosomes. So sperm, I don't want to write the word, I'm going to do it anyway, come in two forms. How rude. In two forms, X and Y. I'm going to put males are heterogametic. That's a much better term, isn't it? If I could only spell it. Heterogametic. X-type sperm into female offspring, Y to male offspring. Okay, I'm going to stop thinking about this now. Oh, hurrah! A nice sensible cross. So, we've got inheritance of a rare hereditary form of rickets in a human. Now, the first thing that struck me about this is that you've got a load of affected females in there. So, my first thought was, oh, this probably isn't sex-linked then, even though Dad is affected there, he's not there, so how would you get this one? That's what I know. If Dad's not affected, then a female can't inherit it. Maybe it's not sex-linked. But reading on, the condition is caused by a dominant allele, big R, so this is a sort of, this is a bit of a curveball question, isn't it? And it's present on the X chromosome, it tells you it's sex-linkaged, not on the Y chromosome. Complete the genetic diagram to explain how this type of rickets was inherited by the children of parents A and B. So we're doing cross A and B. So we know what our unaffected male is. He's got to be X little r Y, because that allele isn't on the Y chromosome, and he's unaffected and it's dominant, so therefore he's got to have the little r. The female is affected, so she has at least one X big R, but we don't know what's on her other X chromosome until we look at the offspring. So look at the offspring, and she's handily got one of each. So anybody unaffected must have inherited the recessive allele. So our unaffected female is going to be X little r, X little r. That's great, she's going to get an X little r from Dad, but her other one must be from her mum. So that gives us that. And then just as a check, he's inherited Y chromosome from Dad, but he must have inherited his X chromosome directly from his mother. So she must be X big R, X little r. So here we go. Gametes, X big R, X little r. They're not really left room for a Punnett square on here either. That's the thinking we could just, I'm just going to put some cross signs in there so I don't get in a muddle. So genotypes of children. we've got an affected male, he's XY, and therefore Y chromosome from dad, he's affected, big R. Unaffected male, the opposite, already worked that one out. And then we've got our affected female and unaffected female. So our unaffected female, do her first, X little r, one from dad, one from mum. Affected female, trickier to work out, so X little r from dad, making her a girl, X big R from mum. So I think they just thought, oh, you don't need to do a Punnett square for that. Surely you can work that out in your head. And we can.